Ladies, we need to talk about something most of us never thought twice about. Our underwear. I know, it's not the kind of topic we bring up over coffee or at church group, but trust me, this is important. After 60, our bodies change. And what used to be harmless might now actually be dangerous. Doctors are speaking up, and I wish someone had told me this sooner. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know the 6 things you need to stop doing with your underwear, especially if you want to stay healthy, dry, and infection-free. Oh, and do me a favor, like this video, subscribe, and comment below with comfort first if you're ready to prioritize your health. 1. Wearing synthetic fabrics every day. Let's start with the biggest offender, synthetic fabrics. I'll be honest with you. For decades, I didn't even know what my underwear was made of. If it looked pretty and had a little stretch, I wore it. Lace, nylon, silky blends. I had drawers full of them. And when I hit my 60s, I figured I could still wear whatever I wanted. But here's what no one tells you. Our skin changes. Our hormones shift. And suddenly, the things that never used to bother us start to create problems we can't ignore. I started noticing recurring itching, mild burning, even the occasional yeast infection. At first, I thought it was just part of aging. Maybe I wasn't drinking enough water, or maybe I had some strange allergy I couldn't figure out. But after a particularly frustrating few weeks, I went to my GP. And do you know what she asked me? Are you still wearing synthetic underwear? I was stunned. What did my underwear have to do with my discomfort? Turns out, a lot. Synthetic fabrics like polyester, nylon, and those stretchy spandex blends might feel nice, but they don't allow your skin to breathe. They trap heat and moisture, especially in warm weather or when you're moving around a lot. And when you trap moisture, you create the perfect environment for bacteria and yeast to thrive. The intimate area is already delicate. When you're older, it becomes even more vulnerable. Our estrogen levels decrease, which thins the vaginal walls and makes us more prone to infections. So add tight, non-breathable underwear to the mix, and it's a recipe for discomfort. I made the switch to 100% cotton underwear, not the flashy kind, just plain, breathable cotton. And let me tell you, the difference was like night and day. Within a week, the irritation was gone. I felt fresher, drier, and more comfortable throughout the day. Cotton allows airflow. It absorbs moisture. It's kind to your skin. And when you're dealing with hot flashes or bladder leaks, trust me, you want all the kindness you can get down there. So if you're still holding on to those fancy synthetics, I beg you, let them go. Choose comfort. Choose health. Your body will thank you. 2. Wearing the same pair all day or night. Now let's talk about how long you wear a single pair of underwear, because this is something so many women overlook. I'll admit it. There were days I'd wake up, put on a pair in the morning, and not change it until bedtime, or sometimes even the next morning if I was just lounging around. And for a while, it didn't seem like a big deal. I wasn't running marathons. I wasn't rolling around in the mud. So why change? But here's what I've learned. The longer you wear the same underwear, the more bacteria and moisture build up against your skin. Even if you don't feel sweaty or dirty, your body is still shedding skin cells, releasing oils, and possibly a bit of discharge, even if it's minimal. And that's perfectly normal. But when it sits trapped against the skin for hours on end, it starts to break down your body's natural barrier. Now, throw age into the equation. Your skin is thinner, your immune system is slower to respond, and your body isn't as resilient as it once was. So what used to be harmless in your 30s or 40s might now lead to infections, odor, or even irritation that takes days to clear up. Doctors recommend changing your underwear at least once a day. If you're dealing with any incontinence issues or even just a little postmenopausal dryness or spotting, it's worth changing more often. There's no shame in it. I keep a few spare pairs in my handbag now, just in case I'm out and feel the need for a quick refresh. It's a simple habit, but it makes a big difference in your daily comfort and hygiene. I used to think it was frugal or practical to stretch out a pair for as long as possible, especially if I wasn't leaving the house. But comfort is health. Fresh underwear means less risk of infection, less odor, and more confidence. It's one of those small changes that quietly protects you every single day. 3. Using harsh detergents and fabric softeners. Now, here's something most of us never consider: how we wash our underwear. You might think throwing your panties in with the rest of your laundry is fine, and maybe it was 20 years ago. But as we age, our skin becomes more reactive. And all those harsh detergents and fabric softeners we've used for decades, they start to become a problem. I always loved the smell of fresh laundry. You know the one, those strong floral or citrus scents that cling to your clothes. I used to take a big sniff and feel proud of a job well done. But what I didn't realize was that the fragrance was actually irritating my skin. The chemicals that create those smells and the softening agents that make your clothes feel silky can cling to your underwear fibers long after they've been washed. And when you wear that pair of underwear all day, that chemical residue is sitting right against your most delicate, absorbent skin. It starts subtle, a little itching, some redness, or that uncomfortable dryness that doesn't go away with a bit of lotion. But over time, your skin can develop a reaction. I remember one summer where I thought I had a chronic rash. I changed my soap, I changed my toilet paper, I even tried different medications. And it turned out the culprit was the detergent I was using on my underwear. Once I switched to a fragrance-free, sensitive skin detergent and stopped using fabric softener entirely, the irritation disappeared. It was that simple. Now, I wash all my underwear separately in hot water with a gentle detergent. No softener, no strong scents. Sometimes I air dry them just to be extra gentle. It's not glamorous, but it works. And when I talk to other women my age who are struggling with recurring discomfort, this is one of the first things I suggest: change your laundry habits. Because here's the truth: your skin can't handle what it used to. And that's not a weakness. It's just part of growing older. So why not make it easier on yourself? 4. Wearing underwear that's too tight. Now, let's talk about something many of us don't realize until it's too late: tight underwear. For years, I thought snug meant supportive. I figured if it held everything in place and didn't ride up, it was a good fit. And let's be honest, when gravity starts having its way with your body, a little firmness down there can feel comforting. But I didn't realize that by squeezing myself into those tight little briefs, I was cutting off more than just circulation. I was causing irritation, skin breakdown, and even issues with my bladder health. Tight underwear puts pressure on sensitive areas. It rubs where it shouldn't. It presses into your groin, hips, and abdomen, sometimes even leaving red marks or indentations when you take them off. You may think that's normal, but it's not. Those marks are signs your skin is being compressed, your lymphatic flow is being restricted, and your body's trying to protect itself from friction. Over time, this kind of daily pressure can lead to chafing, chronic skin irritation, even ingrown hairs or folliculitis, those painful little bumps that seem to come out of nowhere. And here's something I never knew until my doctor brought it up. Tight underwear can actually increase your risk of urinary tract infections. When there's too much pressure on your lower abdomen and groin, it can affect how completely you empty your bladder. Incomplete emptying means more bacteria can linger, especially in postmenopausal women who are already at higher risk of UTIs. After learning all this, I started wearing underwear that's a size up, and my goodness, the difference was life-changing. They didn't ride up. They didn't dig in. I felt like I could breathe again. And yes, I had to get over the idea that loose meant frumpy, but once I felt how much more comfortable I was throughout the day, I never went back. The truth is, underwear should move with you, not fight against you. It should support gently, not strangle. So if yours is leaving deep marks, pinching your thighs, or rolling down your belly every time you sit, it's time to size up or switch styles. There's no medal for suffering in silence, especially not in your 60s. 5. Not replacing old, worn-out pairs. Let me ask you a personal question. How old is your oldest pair of underwear? Go ahead, be honest. If you're anything like I was, you probably have at least one pair that's over a decade old. Maybe more. We all do it. We hold on to the ones that are just so comfortable or still holding together. Even if the elastic is shot, the fabric is paper thin, and the tag's long gone. But here's the truth. Wearing old, worn-out underwear isn't just a quirky habit. It can actually be harmful. As underwear ages, the fibers break down. The stretch wears out. The seams become loose, the fabric thins, and over time, those tiny little holes and frays can cause more friction than you think. And once the elasticity goes, the underwear shifts and moves in ways it shouldn't. That means more rubbing, more sagging, and more risk of skin irritation or infections. Plus, older underwear simply doesn't get clean the way newer fabric does. After years of wear, even the strongest wash cycles can't remove every trace of bacteria, yeast, or bodily residue that's built up in the fabric, especially if they've been through menopause with you. Let's just say a lot has happened in those pairs. I used to feel guilty tossing out clothes that were still technically wearable. But my doctor reminded me that underwear isn't just clothing, it's hygiene, it's protection. And just like we wouldn't drink out of a 10-year-old sponge, we shouldn't be wearing underwear that's past its prime. So now, I go through my underwear drawer twice a year. If it's got holes, sagging elastic, or looks like something my mother would have worn in the 50s, out it goes. I invest in a few good quality cotton pairs that fit well and feel good. And honestly, it's empowering. It feels like I'm taking care of myself in a way that really matters, even if no one else ever sees it. 6. Wearing underwear to bed every night. This next one might surprise you. Sleeping in underwear every night. I know, I used to do it too. It felt strange not to. I thought going to bed commando was something only teenagers did or something scandalous. But here's what I didn't realize. Your skin, especially the skin in your intimate areas, needs time to breathe. And the hours you spend sleeping are the perfect time to let that happen. When you sleep in underwear, especially tight, synthetic, or moisture-retaining pairs, you're keeping that area warm, dark, and slightly damp all night long. That's the ideal environment for bacteria and yeast to grow. Even breathable fabrics like cotton can hold on to a bit of moisture from sweat or natural discharge. And keeping that pressed against your body for 7 or 8 hours straight is a problem waiting to happen. Doctors now recommend that older women skip the underwear at night, especially if you're prone to UTIs, vaginal dryness, or skin irritation. Giving your skin a chance to air out helps prevent infections, keeps the pH balance in check, and can even reduce the number of nighttime itch flare-ups. Now, I'll admit, at first I felt a bit exposed. What if I had to get up in the middle of the night? What if someone saw? But once I tried it, I never looked back. I started sleeping cooler, waking up fresher, and feeling less irritation down there overall. If full commando feels like too much, you can always wear a loose cotton nightgown with nothing underneath. It still gives your body that breathing room it desperately needs. Trust me on this one. Let the lady parts breathe. Nighttime is healing time. And you deserve to sleep in a way that supports your health, not just your habits.